Oh, we just got the finger, so I think we're back. Yeah. Hey, while we were on break, we just found out that there's 7 forbidden words.
So I thought there was like 1 or 2.
Yeah. Now I'm really scared. Woo, we got to really be careful. I bet my grandson could tell us what they were. Like he's 5. Brantley?
Oh, yeah.
Because when I say them, he always tells me.
Mm-hmm.
Papa, you can't say that word. My wife has him policing me. He's following me around all the time. Sorry about that.
I got my chair sticking out here. I trip everybody that walks by in this little room. So 2 minutes for tripping. Oh,
you just got put in the penalty box there.
Yep. Boy, I actually have a new cologne on. That's... Huh.
Yeah. It smells like whatever just came out of the other room with you.
Well,
What is your new cologne?
I sprayed that extra heavy in there, so that's whatever.
Febreze? Your new cologne is Febreze?
Yeah. Oh, man. Actually, no. When I was up in Minocqua, I found the stuff that I like. I don't know what shop it was, but last weekend...
White Pine?
Yeah, no, it's called Cowboy. I don't know what it is, but it smells good.
Cowboy?
That sounds really weird, don't it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I want to be a cowboy.
Put the microphone away, Ben.
Don't you tell me how to run my life. Cowboy.
Oh, my.
Oh, man.
Hey, are we wearing cowboy hats at your wedding?
Man, I wish I'd have thought of that like a month ago.
What do you mean? I got plenty. Let's distribute them.
Distribute them?
Yeah.
No, because they will have to fit and look right. Otherwise, we ain't doing... No, we're not wearing cowboy hats at the wedding. We're not even doing cowboy boots because everybody couldn't afford to go and buy some.
I probably have some extra.
No, we're doing the shoe rental deal.
Do I have to?
Yes.
No, I'm a dad.
No, you don't have
I'm
to.
not in the wedding. I can wear my boots?
Yes, you wear your boots.
'Cause
But
I'm
no,
gonna-
hey, now listen to me.
I wear my boots to bed.
Listen.
Huh.
You do not wear those fake little ankle-high zip-up booties. That
Don't
you
even
claim
go
to-
there.
No,
Hey,
listen. Listen.
look at this.
Yeah, you're wearing them now.
gonna feel that
You're
thing
wearing
right
them
up.
now.
You're gonna
Because
feel it.
she was still sleeping when you got up and you got to dress yourself. But I'm telling you right now, if you wear those things,
Oh, Brandon, just take note of what you just said. And just remember, you're probably going to be eating those words.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see what your wife dresses you in.
she lets me dress myself. She likes the cowboy boots and all that. Yeah.
He's going to be wearing like a pink onesie or something like that, a camo pink. Oh, and a tutu? I like that.
What's wrong with a onesie?
It's better than the unitard.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Yeah, well.
Hey, I got those guys over in Africa thinking about doing crocodile hunts the way we did the gator hunt. They were telling me, I said, hey, so how do we hunt crocodiles over here? Because up in Zimbabwe, they hunt crocs, wild crocs and stuff up there. They said, oh, yeah, we got 15, 16, 17 footers up here. And I'm thinking, yeah, baby. I said, how do you hunt them? Oh, they're telling me, they shoot them with the rifles. They do all this kind of stuff. And I said, no. So I showed them our video of our gator hunt. And they said, could you help us rig up a setup like that? And I said,
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
is a frog's butt watertight? Yeah, I can help you set that up.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. So then they like that idea.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, I seen that water hole that I shot across to get my blue wildebeest.
yeah.
I
it's
noticed
got-
they got some crocs out of there.
Yeah.
I was watching that here a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I didn't even tell you. You haven't. Oh, you got a lot of video to watch from when I was over there. We actually, the head PH over there, Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
from Boss Safaris. One of our guys wounded an impala. He shot it. They were fighting. There was 2 impala on the side hill, and they were fighting. They were going at it like crazy. They were just banging into each other. There was like 3 or 4 of them going at it. Are those the 7 words? Oh, come on. That last one?
Wait a minute. The second one. Are we sure we haven't said that before? I didn't really figure that would have been
We might have slipped and said that.
that fourth one. That's a given.
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah.
This is kind of a combination of the other two.
Yeah. Wait, we can't say that, or we can't have them in the studio. Ben, you gotta leave. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm pushing it here. All right. I'm in trouble. Here we go.
Sir, you're going to need to leave.
Wow.
Leave it to me. Yeah.
comes
But
the
you
bouncer.
notice, though, those weren't all the ones I expected, so that does leave the door wide open on a few.
Wait a minute.
It's all right. We'll get back on that.
No, wait,
later.
those are the only...
It's Sunday morning. This is a family-orientated business.
Okay, all
Who's
right.
family? We're family.
Yeah. if I'm the part of this family here,
Yeah.
I mean,
You don't want to know my family. Hey, so anyway, back to what we were talking about. So Wayne
Yes.
is the owner of Boss. And he's a young fella, actually, but doesn't seem his age at all. Very got his stuff together, his number one together on the list, number one on the list.
oh, are we just gonna start numbering them? We should carry this with us and just be like, well, number 4, number 7,
So anyway, he's got his stuff together, and this guy wounds this impala, and like I said, they were fighting. One impala was fighting so hard, it actually broke its horn off out of its head, and they don't grow them back.
Holy smokes.
Yeah,
So
You
you
think
actually got to hunt for a unicorn.
we didn't hunt for it, but we saw one, so
There you go.
that would have made the rainbow people happy.
oh yeah.
Oh, good.
So anyway, then you got to quit yanking on these cords, boy.
Sorry.
So anyway, he shot one of these other two that were fighting. They were big, Impala, bigger than we've ever seen when we were together over there. And he nails this Impala. But when it went down, we thought, sure, it's done. Well, somehow this thing had enough life, and it got up, and it went down into this dry riverbed and worked its way toward the water. There's like a big dam area where there's a bunch of water. Well, there's crocs in there. We had driven across that earlier in the day, and I said, hey, maybe we should, I joked, I said, hey, maybe we should jump in there and take a swim. And a couple of the PHs were like, yeah, you want to get in there? Go ahead. Joking about the crocs and all the slime floating around in the water and everything.
And there was really crocs in there.
Yeah. So this Impala's laying on the side of the water over there. We tracked and tracked and tracked, couldn't find it. Also, we come back down by the water, and we look to the right, and here's this Impala laying down there by the water, which, it went to the water. We should have looked there right away. So it got up, and it kind of ran around to the other side, and Steve got ready to shoot, and he shot once, and he missed, but then he realized rather than shooting at it, there were two guys that were coming down the other side, and they were going to try to take it out African style because they had big knives. Well, and the dog was over there too, because they use dogs to track. So the dog was on top of it. Well, what happened is this Impala jumped into the water.
Oh, boy.
So I go running up there with the camera, and you'll see I'm running with the camera. Camera's on. I'm not shutting it off because I'm thinking, look, whatever's about to happen, I'm filming this. Because this Impala hunt just picked up about 20 notches now on the list. So as I'm getting there, Wayne is stripping his clothes off. Shirt, he's down to his shorts, he's got his boots off and everything, and he pulls out this great big knife that he's got. And he dives in, goes in there, chasing after this Impala. Grabs it by the horns, finishes it off, and swims out with the Impala.
Oh, my.
I got this all on film.
That is awesome.
And I'm thinking, totally took the whole adrenaline of an Impala hunt up a notch or 2 or 20.
So there was no crocs.
There were crocs, but none came to him,
Well, I mean,
thankfully.
And there's blood in the water and everything.
Blood in the water, a dog in the water, a wounded Impala, and a man.
with a very big knife.
Yeah, it was awesome. Wow. Yeah. And then he just swims back to shore with this Impala. How do you like that?
Now that's a hunting story.
That was awesome,
It
yeah.
was like Crocodile Dundee style right there. That's what it reminded me
Yeah.
of.
It was cool. So we had a lot of fun while we were over there. The problem is if you ever want to drive over there, what's tough is they drive on not only on the wrong side of the vehicle, but on the wrong side of the road. So it's two wrongs. Two wrongs don't make it right, especially when you're turning right. It's tough.
I would love to drive over there.
No, I wouldn't ride with you over there. You're bad enough here on the right side of the road. Let me tell you, you'll be going along, and all of a sudden they go to make like a right-hand turn.
Hey, I put my time in on the left over here.
Oh, God. I'm not even going there. But it's scary. It's scary. And they drive very aggressive. Like over here, my wife's always screaming at me because I, drive too fast, come up past. That's the way they drive over there. And if you don't drive like that, you're going to get run over. They are very, very aggressive. So, and you'll see things over there that'll just blow your mind.
What else did you get to do while you were there? I mean, anything fun?
Some things I can't talk about, Brandon, and you know that. Yes, but we did a lot of fun things. We did some... I Cape Buffalo hunted. You know that. Did we talk about that yet?
Yes. No, we haven't talked about it, but yes, you said that. You told me that you did.
Well, we did 2 Cape Buffalo hunts. How much time we got?
Oh, we got about 25 seconds. So,
How
hey,
come it
by the way,
always-
what is your African name?
My African... I have an African name now. Go incognito.
Yeah.
Yaku Pretoria.
Jaco Pretorius from Pretoria.
Yaku Pretoria. From Pretoria. Yep. So if ever things go bad, you will find me in Africa under that name.
All right.
Okay? We'll take a break. Yaku Pretoria. Be right back. Looking for the best burger in town? Check out Brews Brothers in Weston, just off Highway 29 at Camp Phillips exit. Voted best burger in Wausau 2014 and 2015. Fresh burger ground daily from country fresh meats, fresh buns, and 35 draft beers on tap from local and regional breweries. Enjoy fresh cut fries and chips made to order. Open 11 to 11 Sunday through Thursday and 11 to midnight Friday and Saturday. Brews Brothers, Camp Phillips Road in Weston.
Welcome to the Battle of the Masters of Meat. Today's contest will see 2 challengers vying for the title of Best Meat Market in Central Wisconsin.
And now for the main event. In the south corner, from Highway 10 East and Stevens Point, just behind Culver's and Buffalo Wild Wings, we have the challenger, Dave the Brotmeister Duskowski. And in the north corner, from 4516 Rib Mountain Drive in Rib Mountain, we have our other challenger, Craig the Steakmeister Wolf.
Let's go now to center ring, where our referee for today's Battle of the Masters of Meat will give the final instructions to the challengers. Our referee today is the Grill Sergeant.
Now, I want you to remember that you're both champions. Brotmeister, you got the freshest, juiciest, and tastiest brats available anywhere. And you, Steakmeister, have the finest cold-aged ribeye, porterhouse, and sirloin steaks this side of creation. Heck, there's no contest here. You're both winners.
Ski's Meat Market at Stevens Point and Rib Mountain, open 10 to 6 Monday to Friday, 9 to 6 Saturday, and 10 to 4 Sunday. Our quality is always worth the stop.
Check out Adrenaline Hydrographics in a Cedar Creek Mall. Put a custom finish on anything you want. Choose from over 1,000 different patterns and colors, including camos, wood grains, carbon fibers, and custom prints like flames, skull patterns, and flag scenes. They can customize your Harley parts, baseball helmets and hard hats, guns and gun stocks, fishing poles, deer skulls, coat racks, you name it. Pretty much anything you can paint, they can put a custom pattern on for you. Adrenaline Hydrographics in the Cedar Creek Mall. Looking for the best burger in town? Check out Brews Brothers in Weston, just off Highway 29 at Camp Phillips exit. Voted best burger in Wausau 2014 and 2015. Fresh burger ground daily from country fresh meats, fresh buns, and 35 draft beers on tap from local and regional breweries. Enjoy fresh cut fries and chips made to order. Open 11 to 11 Sunday through Thursday and 11 to midnight Friday and Saturday. Brews Brothers, Camp Phillips Road in Weston.
Here's your Central Wisconsin Weather Eye forecast, powered by weatherology.com. For today, do have a chance for showers and storms, otherwise could see some partial sunshine. Those high temperatures working up into the mid-80s. We'll have our winds a bit breezy, turning to the southwest. Then for tonight, any lingering storms ending early, becoming mostly clear in the mid-50s. Cooler for the day on Monday will reach a high of 73. I'm meteorologist Michael Caro for Sports Fan 100.5. Currently 70 degrees.
Hey, Biggie, you got the finger there.
Oh, hey, thanks for giving me the finger. We're back. We were just so busy studying these 7 deadly words.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Forbidden words. You know what?
It's a real
really,
number 5 to try to stay away from them all.
Can we start like adding numbers? Be like,
I'm surprised that there's. Yep. I'm surprised there's not more words on there. I mean,
by the time we're done, there might be.
can we talk more about stuff we should be talking about?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh.
So I heard about this giant python that you story from
From Africa?
from Africa this last time, and how the guides
Oh, I
judged it by
thought
size.
you saw a picture of me behind the truck the one time, but no, there was a giant python.
No, not that python.
Which I didn't even know they had pythons in Africa. But then again, where in the world would pythons come from?
Florida.
They're not
everywhere.
supposed. They're not supposed to be in Florida. Just so you know. Okay, we were the first guy that we hunted Cape Buffalo with. Which, by the way, I'm going to give him a pump. I'm going to pump this guy.
Pump him. Pump it up.
Damn. And so this guy is Steve. I don't remember Stephen Hicks from World Class Outdoor Adventures. Okay, now we actually are going to be handling hunts for him, booking the hunts and setting him up. And you can get good discounts if you come through us. I mean, I'm not talking about like a couple $100. Book your hunts through us. You're going to save thousands of dollars on these hunt packages. You're not going to get them anywhere else like that. But we're talking on Yukon moose and brown bear packages and combos of those with if you want to hunt sheep, goats, things like that up in Alaska. That's what we're going to be booking and stuff.
What kind of a deal can we get?
Well, you and me or everybody else?
Oh, you and me. I want a moose. Actually, Megan told me the other day that we need a moose. She said we need a moose in our house.
Whoa! Where do you find a gal? A gal said we need a moose head in the house.
Yes.
You definitely got to keep her there.
Yeah, she told me that like a week ago.
Wow.
That's insane. I'd probably get
Whatever
kicked
you're
out.
doing, you're doing right.
Keep doing it.
Well, yeah, keep doing it. Or don't do it.
Or-
Whatever it is.
Don't change a thing.
Whatever you're not doing, don't do it. Yeah. Whatever it is, don't move. So anyway, this guy Steve, did I just hit the high note?
Yeah, you
there?
could- this.
What the heck?
Oh boy.
Got a hair in my throat.
I remember when I was younger,
Yeah.
and yeah,
This guy's got some great adventures. Anyway, Steve was hunting a Cape Buffalo. And, of course, he's a very picky fella. And me, I'm on the Cape Buffalo. I'm like, hey, Cape Buffalo's Cape Buffalo. They all got horns. They all look mean. Just find me one. Tell me which one to shoot. I'm going to shoot it, This guy, we got him into herds of Cape Buffalo, and he's like, yeah, what do you think of that one? What do you think of that one? And I'm sitting there and hiding, and I'm like, Jesus, just shoot one. Shoot one. They're all looking at us. We're going to get stormed here. I mean, he's like, and then finally they would move off or run off, and I'm like, we did this like 6 times. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, I'm about done running camera for you if you pull that anymore, So finally we get in on a herd, and he finds one he likes. And I can see why he waited. It was a big one. And he shoots it. This is an example of why you got to make sure you listen. When they tell you setups you need for your bows and things like that, and I'm not knocking him for it because I would have probably tried it, and there's a lot of Americans that do. You go over there and you think, oh, well, I got the right setup. What I've got's good enough. This is brought down American buffalo. It's brought down whatever. He went over there and he had he was using full metal jacket arrows, which are that aluminum over fiberglass or however it is, and they're heavy. And he had, heavier arrows, and he had heavy broadheads and things like that. And he thought it was going to be enough. It's not. They have a rule over there for hunting dangerous game, and it's for a reason. You got to have at least 700 grains in your arrow total combined, and you got to have a certain amount of kinetic energy and all that kind of stuff. They used to say you had to have an 80-pound bow, but they loosened that because a lot of these bows now are shooting faster than what they were back when they wrote that. So he was out there, and he had a bow that was not quite. His bow was good, but his arrows and stuff weren't quite adequate. And the guy that owned the land where these capes were on, he said, well, you either want a straight-on broadside or you want a little bit angling away, you're quartering away. Well, naturally, that's what you'd think would be a good shot, right? Nope. You shoot a Cape buffalo, his ribs are 2.5 inches wide, each rib bone, and the little space in between is only maybe a half inch. Okay, so he's got pretty much an armor plate all the way around his ribs. When they skinned one of these out, I looked at it to see what was there. I'm like, okay, and it's flat. His rib bones are flat. So what happens is, and I learned this later from a fellow over there named Yakis Visagi, who is Yakis was turned out to be the guy that went with me on my buffalo hunt. He came over and helped us track Steve's buffalo for 3 days, which we never found. We had helicopters in the air. We had trackers in the woods. We had everybody there. This buffalo did not take a killing shot. And even though we tried to track it to get close enough to it to finish it, it wasn't having it, and neither were any of the other buffalo in the woods. So what happened is he tried to take that quartering shot, and the arrows will go in. And he was also using a 3-blade broadhead. Well, anything 3-blade or 4-blade isn't going in either because it's too wide of a broadhead. You got to have a 2-blade. Only 2-blade. It went in, and it caught at an angle, and it deflected the broadhead and shot it right up into his shoulder blade area. So it was all meat. That's it. And so we ended up tracking this thing, and we got up to it a couple of times in the brush, and we thought it was going to come and get us. And at one time, he was out of the woods. It was just myself and the 2 PHs, and we had helicopters like right over our head trying to help us find this thing. And, dust is flying. Helicopter came in. The helicopter had the thing right in front of us. The buffalo was squared off with us in the brush, and we couldn't see it. And the helicopter is signaling to us that this thing is right in front of us, ready to charge us. And we're in such thick bush that we can't see it. And it was unreal. It went like this till dark. Finally, we got out of there, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is unbelievable. So
how'd you get out?
How did we get out?
Helicopter?
Yeah, we got to a clearing, and the helicopter picked us up, got us out of there. So then the next day we went back, and before the chopper had gotten there, whenever we crossed some of these roads, and we were in huge sections, when we crossed these roads, we'd put marks on the road with sticks and everything and make arrows so that they knew where we were crossing and where we were going. So when the helicopters got there, they just kept circling until they found our arrows, and they knew what sections we were in. And then they were doing a grid search looking for us. Well, I found a spot that was kind of open, and I took my cell phone, and I was catching the sun, and I was signaling. Finally, they flew high enough, and they caught the glimpse of the sun off my cell phone, and I was signaling them, and they just flew right to us. And that's how we got the chopper on this whole ordeal. So we were running. I mean, we've seen all kinds of critters in there. Warthogs that blow you away. And finally, what happened is that this guy they came and picked us up, and the next day we went back in, and we had to pick up our track from the last road, and we brought in this Yakis Visagi. We brought in a couple other guys that that were really good buffalo trackers, and then of course they all have some of the black trackers that are with them, which these guys are fantastic. I mean, these guys will be walking along, and they can hit a spot where there's 20 buffalo running together, and they can tell you which one was the one that was hurt just by the way he walks or the way his toes spread apart or whatever. And you'll think, there's no way they're on the right track. And all of a sudden, 100 yards later, they'll find a spot of blood. And you'll be like, how in the world did they do that? These guys are great. So
How big was this buffalo compared to yours?
almost the same size.
Oh.
Almost a little bit smaller width-wise, but he had a little bit bigger drops, and the body was bigger than mine. His was younger. He had bigger bosses than mine too. His bosses were deeper, they were taller, and bigger. So his bosses were bigger than mine. So it was pretty awesome. So we tracked and tracked. We couldn't find the dang thing, but we saw the one I was after while we were doing this. And I'm like, ooh. They said that's a wide buffalo. He was really wide. And Steve didn't like mine because he didn't like the way the bosses were on mine. He didn't think they were deep enough. And I'm like, them things are great. That buffalo's wide. He's going to score really good. And I'm like, I'll shoot that buffalo. So anyway, we did all this. And the second day we were coming in there, all of a sudden we come across, we're tracking, and all of a sudden we come to a new track, a new mark that crossed all of our tracks and all of our footprints. And here's this mark, and it's a drag mark. It's as wide as this desk. So we're talking 18, 20 inches wide, going right across all of our tracks. And we're like, what in the world got drugged through here? And so the trackers all come back, and they're like, python. And why it was so wide is they figured it had swallowed an impala. So somehow, by the way that the tracks were and everything, they were able to determine that this thing was 16 to 18 feet long. So I'm like, to heck with the buffalo. Give me my bow and follow me. I want to kill this python. So we followed it for a little ways. Well, what it had done is it had gone down into one of these big warthog dens. Well, you're not getting it out of there. It's down in there digesting. And the only way you're getting it out of there is if somebody wants to crawl down in there and feed yourself to it and then drag that guy out, which I seen on YouTube. But we didn't really have anybody brave enough for that, so we left the python go and went back after the buffalo, but I would have loved to have gotten my hands on that thing. I was thinking of Brandon the whole time because I know how much he likes snakes.
Yeah, screw you, man. Yeah, I don't know.
You're not having any of that, number one. So anyway.
Oh.
All right, well, we will wrap it up with that one, and we'll come back and talk a little bit more about the buffalo hunts.
Every single day, people just like you are leading happier, healthier lives by working out at Snap Fitness.
My name is Carol Wisey. I was overweight, not feeling so good about myself. I just woke up one morning and decided enough's enough. The hardest step is walking into that gym because I'm sure you're going to feel self-conscious. When I walked through the door for the first time, I can honestly tell you I did not feel that way. They have so many different membership options. You don't need to be locked into a long-term contract. My physical health since I started working out at Snap Fitness has changed dramatically. I have a lot more energy. I'm happier. It will change your life. It will change your family's life. I promise you, if you take that first step and join Snap Fitness, you will not regret it.
Summer is heating up. Snap Fitness is now offering summer for $99 or summer for free. Stop in Wausau, Weston, or Mosinee for a tour and more details. Take advantage of this deal while it's hot. Snap Fitness, locally owned and operated. Be well.
When you're cruising down the road and got your nose astray, call BEO Auto Body night or day.
Whether you had a run-in with a deer or something a little bigger, BRB Auto Body can make your car look like it just rolled off the assembly line. BRB Auto Body specializes in complete body and paint repair, fiberglass repair, and custom painting. At BRB Auto Body, you'll receive a complimentary loaner car while yours is being repaired. Plus, you can have pictures of your vehicle's progress emailed to you on a daily basis. BRB Auto Body also offers 24-hour towing and roadside assistance at 359-9792. The next time you need auto body repair, choose BRB Auto Body, located just 1/2 mile past the Cedar Creek Mall on Highway XX in Rothschild, and online at BRBAutoBodyInc.com.
Expect a quality job from BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body. BRB Auto Body.
Well, Brandon, you know what I can use after a long day out in the woods?
Yeah, good massage from These Hands Massage Therapy.
That's right. Massage isn't just for relaxation either. It's a health advantage. They work on rotator cuff injuries, low back, neck, sciatica, and lots of other injuries.
That's great for guys with a long list of injuries like you, and you can get a gift card for someone as well.
Yep. And you mentioned the Big E Radio Show, you get $10 off your massage. They're open Monday through Saturday by appointment. These Hands Massage Therapy on 17th Avenue by Walgreens in Wausau.
Welcome to Blue Willow Cafe, where you'll find home cooking at its best. This cozy cafe offers an unforgettable breakfast that'll keep you coming back for more. Blue Willow's family-friendly atmosphere with made-from-scratch homemade food has become a favorite gathering place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy delicious homemade soups, pies, day-of-the-week specials, and more. All in smoke-free dining with family-friendly pricing. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Join us at Blue Willow Cafe, North 4th Avenue, Wausau.
Oh, and we're back. What is that, some kind of polka music we're coming back to? Jazzy.
Kind of a
jazzy stuff.
Yeah. Hey, folks, remember, there's a half an hour left.
You can go ahead and answer that one. This segment is brought to you by Snap Fitness. I should have said that earlier. They have 2 locations in town, one over in Weston and one across from the new Fleet Farm. And that's their new remodeled location. They're offering the summer for $99 or the summer for free program. And believe me, I have no idea how that works. All I know is if you go to Snap Fitness and work out, you'll get to be buff, tough, and have a body like Big E and Brandon in no time. It's a good, friendly, clean place. They're open 24/7 to members. So get out there, get in shape. They got all your additives, or what do you call that? Your tonics and potions and all the things you need to get good looking. We got somebody on the line. Is it Steve?
Oh,
Steve.
Here we go.
Whoa, on the line.
Steve. Yeah, on the line. How are you doing this morning, Patrick?
Good. We got Steve Nichols from the Good Outdoors Radio Show down in...
down in the sweat box.
Down in the sweat box down
Yeah.
there in Tallahassee, Florida, and Valdosta. And where else is your show all running, Steve?
Tifton, Georgia, Valdosta, Georgia, Tallahassee, Florida, and soon to be Brunswick, Georgia, and Savannah, Georgia. So we're blanketing the south while you cover the north, and you're doing an excellent job.
That's right. I hadn't been able to call you the last couple weeks or a few weeks or a month.
He was over there hunting Cecil's family.
Yeah.
I know, man. We kept every Tuesday when I recorded my show, every Tuesday that came by, we were like, well, is Patrick ever coming back? And we started getting depressed and just a terrible feeling. And then suddenly out of the blue, I get a text that you're back, and all was restored. We're feeling better now.
Yeah. I'm alive. And
You're alive.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I was following your antics on Facebook and Instagram and things like that. And I tell you what, you paint a pretty good picture to make everybody want to pick up and go to Africa and enjoy one of those hunts. And sounds very exciting, but at the same time, I have to keep both eyes on you because it sounds like you can somehow wiggle your way into some impressive jams over there.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It doesn't matter where I go, I always seem to find that.
I recall back 3 or 4 years ago going up to hunt with you in Wisconsin and hanging out with you and Brandon. There's definitely never a dull moment with Big E. That's for sure.
No, we always seem to have some fun, and Steve's hunted with us quite a bit. You used to have your own TV show.
Multiple times you hunted with us. Yeah.
Hunted with us
That's
a lot.
right.
And now you're going to hunt with us on ours. And we'll call back and forth to each other and have some fun. And
No doubt. It's, I gotta do a shameless plug for you here. Booking hunts with you, I was able to take my first archery elk, Pope and Young elk. I've also took my first Pope and Young white-tailed deer. So the thing I like about going with you, and for all the listeners out there, you can take Cecil the line. We don't know all the details there, but it is a possibility that the gentleman booked a hunt and relied on his outfitter to put him in the proper position, and not only legal position but also a position of success. Well, I've never had to worry about that booking a hunt with Big E outfitters, and no matter what you're pursuing, if it's antelope, mule deer, if it's I heard you talking about the package with the brown bear and moose, you don't have to worry about all that. You've got a proven track record that you're going to not only put someone in a good position to succeed, you're also going to put them there legally, make sure they've got all their licenses in order, and you're going to be doing all that homework, and it's well worth it to be able to go there and not have to worry about that. So you do a great job of that, and I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to getting getting on a hunt with you soon. So hopefully it'll be when it's cooler, because it's about 100 degrees down here today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, the good thing about hunting in Africa this time of year is their winter.
Right.
And
it's still warm enough for snakes over there.
No, maybe they're out a little bit, but not much. I mean, we
You
did
say-
run into that python.
You say no, but you were just talking about a 16-foot python you seen over there.
Yeah, but they come out in the warmest part, and they're
nothing.
kind of docile. They're kind of like
16 feet. That's a long snake.
But nothing. I ain't having anything to do with a snake.
I found out.
I know Brandon don't like snakes, man. I think that's well documented.
Yeah, I found out that the black mamba encounters are very minimal, very rare.
Right.
But
it
is
only
all-
takes one.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Only
because
takes
usually people only ever encounter one in their life.
Well, yeah, that's because it'd be the only one. Yeah.
That's because they only have to find one.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think you'd like it over there, Steve. You should come over there with us sometime. I think that what we need to do is plan a trip to take you and Brandon and all of us and go over there, because Africa is just it's an experience by itself.
Sure, outside the hunting. Yeah, you're right.
Definitely. We have a good time. We have good food. We have good camaraderie.
Right.
We had a few cocktails while we were over there.
Well, you know, that's what it's all about. It's not just the hunting. It's the fellowship and the experience that I've always liked. You know, you can, if you just want to hunt, you can hunt around your home. You can drive within an hour and hunt. But it's way more than the hunt. It's the trip. It's the experience. I followed you on Facebook when you described the flight over there and how tough it was. You know, all those experiences. You know, you're painting a picture and writing a chapter in your book that you can think back and and remember later on in life. And you can sit there and watch somebody else do it, or you can go live it yourself. And I choose to live it myself.
When we were hunting lions, we were actually just a couple miles from the Zimbabwe border.
Yeah.
And I noticed that I knew something was going on. You know, I wasn't following all the Facebook, but we knew something was going on because there were a bunch of wildebeest that were actually picketing. All these wildebeest were running around. They had signs, and it said, "Down with Cecil, die Cecil," and it said, "Wildebeest lives matter." So
that's right. You know, and I've seen all the creative posts on Facebook with the zebras. You know, zebra lives matter, and and it's just created a number. We all feel the same way. It's ridiculous that there's things going on in the world that really, really matter. Not saying that conservation and the hunting and the lion and doing it right matters, but I mean, there's people killing babies. Millions of babies have
Exactly.
Iran about to get a nuclear weapon. You know, it's
exactly,
you know,
and people are crying over a lion. You know,
yeah.
Where are they about the real stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crying over a lion. You're a poet and didn't even know it. How
That's
about
right.
that?
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah.
I hadn't even.
But you know, that's the way our society is. We've become desensitized to the killing of babies because it's been going on ever since Roe versus Wade. But you know, this lion kill suddenly is fresh and it's something new, and everybody's jumping on it. Maybe because they're just tired of talking about the other. I don't really know, but it's quite shameful. It makes me sick to my stomach, really.
You getting a lot of that Cecil stuff going on down there? Is everybody talking about it?
Oh yeah, it's dominating social media, the news, the headlines, the newspaper. You know, it's ridiculous, and of course you don't know the facts. At least I can't discern the facts. You know, I've read some interesting pieces from our buddy Ted Nugent. You know, has finally joined in and given his opinion and things. And to me, my personal opinion on it, not to beat the dead horse, is the question is, was the hunt legal? Did the landowner have, the right to bring someone in to shoot a lion and all that? Those are questions that need to be answered, and if he did break the law, he needs to be punished. But the absolute radical comments on the dentist himself, who entrusted that PH and that landowner and that outfitter to do the right thing, to want to beat him up to this magnitude is beyond me. I can't. You've been in it. I've been in it. We know friends who have went hunting in an area, and you take the outfitter's word for it, and unfortunately, that mistakes have been made. You pay the fine and you move on. But to get a death threat and to have a man's livelihood shut down because he went over and shot an animal is ridiculous.
Yeah,
just utterly ridiculous. So, hunters are the greatest conservationists. We love animals. We love animals. If PETA wasn't radical, who does not agree with the fact that we should ban dogfighting? I think we all I've never met a hunter that was for dog fighting.
Yeah,
PETA's against dog fighting. There's common ground. So we don't want to harm animals, torture animals, do the wrong thing. We want to conserve that resource.
Yep.
And I don't understand where this hatred comes from. I really don't.
Yeah,
it's a terrible, terrible thing, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I was just reading some of the flack I've gotten on some of my Facebook things from some of these antis and the stuff that they come up with. Just it's almost gets to the point that you can't even think about answering them back anymore because
it's like you and I always talk. You actually taught me this, and I'm gonna regurgitate it back to you. 10% of the public are hunters, and I will call them radical hunters who just want to kill. They want to satisfy a bloodlust. They're on that end of the spectrum, and no matter what you say to them, their response is going to be, "It's my right. I'll kill them all. Kill them all. I'm gonna eat it all." And then you got 10% of the public who is radically against hunting of any kind and want to actually kill someone because they choose to legally and ethically hunt an animal. Mm-hmm. Then in that 80% pool, you've got people like you and I and Brandon that hunt. We're ethical hunters, and then you've got 80% of them that don't hunt, but they're not radically trying to take our right or privilege to hunt away. So in that 80% is where the common ground is going to be met and the discussion is going to be had. But when you start getting the 10% on both ends commenting on your Facebook post, that's when it starts getting ugly.
Yeah, that's right.
It's unfortunate.
We're gonna take a quick break, Steve, and just hang on. You can help us wrap up the show here. Wrap up.
Okay,
hour.
10-4.
We'll be back.
Be glad to. Maybe we'll talk about something other than seasonal line.
Yeah, right. There you go. All right, we'll be right back after a few messages here.
Hey, it's Mike with Auto Trim and Sign here in Wausau. You already know we do the fun stuff on vehicles. We can also help your business, whether it's simple lettering, company decals, or even a vehicle wrap. Auto Trim and Sign can design and install graphics perfect for your business. Your car, truck, trailer, big rig, or your company's entire fleet will be in good hands. Check out our website, autotrimofwausau.com, or call us at 715-842-9114.
Big E Outdoors, located at Cedar Creek, is reopening its doors soon after its new remodeling. Home to the area's first and only big game hunting museum, with educational exhibits displaying animals from around the world and facts around the hunters' contributions to their survival. Pick up some unique souvenirs and gifts from the museum and from the Big E TV shows. Meet the pro staff from Big E TV and Big E Outdoor Radio. A great place to stop in with the whole family. And while you're there, book your next hunting trip with the Big E Outdoors Professional Hunters. With over 21 personal hunting destinations worldwide, you'll be sure to find a quality getaway with the Big E Outdoors destinations. Big E Outdoors is also home to Adrenaline Hydrographic. Check us out online at BigEOutfitters.com and register to win a free hunt. Big E Outdoors at Cedar Creek.
Rejection is one of our biggest fears. As humans, our greatest need is to be accepted. So when Ben walked into Jim Kreshock Jewelers and met with Jody, he was looking for someone to accept him. You see, Ben was head over heels in love with Amanda, and he wanted to give her the diamond engagement ring of her dreams. But he didn't feel good about his credit, and he didn't feel good about a past jewelry shopping experience where another jeweler wouldn't even give him the time of day. But Jody had a different attitude. Instead, she went right to work on getting a credit application filled out. And before he knew it, he was approved asked for, well, a lot more than he thought he would be. That's total acceptance. So Jody walked him over to the diamond case, and he picked out the ring that would knock Amanda off her feet. We're Jim Krishock Jewelers, and when you walk in here, you know you'll find it. And you'll be accepted. We're in front of Best Buy on Rib Mountain Drive, and nobody does I do like we do.
Here's your Central Wisconsin Weather Eye forecast, powered by weatherology.com. For today, do have a chance for showers and storms, otherwise could see some partial sunshine. Those high temperatures working up into the mid-80s. We'll have our winds a bit breezy, turning to the southwest. Then for tonight, any lingering storms ending early, becoming mostly clear in the mid-50s. Cooler for the day on Monday will reach a high of 73. I'm meteorologist Michael Caro for Sports Fan 100.5. Currently 70 degrees.
Driver, start your engine.
Okay. Hey, we're back, Brandon. You there?
Oh, I'm here. Are you there?
I'm here. Is Steve there?
Well, I'm here.
All right, there we go.
This radio thing works pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
Now I know how you feel when I call you.
Yeah, I was just listening to that weather report, and I just started working up a good mad. I mean, I'm so PO'd that your high today is going to be in the 70s. Come on, man, that's ridiculous. It had at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 81 here.
Hey, you're more than welcome to come up and visit us. You did get my wedding invite in the mail, didn't you?
I did. I sure did. Yeah, and I was sitting there when I got that thing, and I looked at the date. I thought, well, I got some time to talk him out of it here. And that's been coming up with a strategy to get up there and say, hey, man, what are you thinking?
There you go.
I'm just teasing. I think it's. I'm proud for you, Brandon. Happy that you finally found someone that can tolerate you. So you better hold on to it.
I know. Yeah. I can't believe there was one out there.
Yeah, I know, a Green Bay Packer and a Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, and she wants a moose on the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the balance right there. That's the reason that no matter what that woman does, because she made that one statement, you've got to seal the deal and hang on to that. You're not going to find that.
Yep, she said we got to have a cathedral ceiling in the bedroom so we can hang it right above the headboard.
Well, that's important because my prized elk that I shot with you and your dad up there, 330 inches of beautiful bone antler on an elk, shot with a bow at 15 yards, hunt of a lifetime. Beautiful mount.
Oh yeah,
sitting in the barn because I'm not allowed to bring it in the house.
Oh
I don't
man,
I don't have control of my household here.
Oh no,
I'm one of those men that get yelled at leaving the toilet seat down. And we've got like 48 pillows on our bed.
You get yelled at for leaving the toilet seat down, Steve?
He gets yelled at for leaving it up. He has to leave it down, yeah.
I mean, leaving it up. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean,
I don't understand. What's the
much
difference in that? It's like, if I got to put it down, you got to put it up. What? Why?
Well, here's the thing. If I go in there and I need to sit down and the thing's up, guess what? I put it down. I don't say anything.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they can't do the same.
Yeah, why is it so hard? Yeah.
Trust me, if you have fallen into the toilet one time, you're going to check from then on. So I don't understand the issue. I really don't.
I mean, I always put it down because I don't want the dog drinking out of the toilet. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know she's going to come up and want to lick your face later.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that. You got to have clean breath.
Well, that's nothing wrong with that, especially if she's got that. If you got that blue stuff in there, dog will have clean breath then.
Yeah, the toilet seat doesn't trouble me near as much as these pillows. I'm actually in my bedroom, in my sanctuary for the morning before I get ready to go to church, watching Sports Center, listening to Big E Outdoors on the radio, and I look on this bed and there's 14 pillows, none of which you're allowed to use.
I know.
So every night when we go to bed, we have to carefully stack the pillows over on this little chair here. But heaven forbid I put as my wife describes it, my nasty, sweaty, old, ugly head on one of the decorative pillows.
Yeah, because they can't clean them because they don't.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
They're strictly for looks.
And then they go and they buy more of them all the time, and they put them on there, and it's like
you got 20 minutes of preparation to go to bed every night because you got all those pillows in your way, and then you got to put them all back on there when you make the bed. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's why I just purposefully walked into the bathroom and lifted the toilet seat up, and I'm going to leave it that way.
Women have some strange. They have strange.
Did you just use the restroom while you were on the phone with us?
No, I did not. I did it during the break.
Thank God.
The women have they have strange practices. You know, when I came home from Africa, you know, my wife, I think she was trying to surprise me and everything, but she actually spooked me a little bit. She scared me quite badly.
Oh, God.
Because, well, the thing is that I came home and, you know, the house was dark and I walked in and she wasn't there and there were candles all over the place, lit. So right away I'm thinking, I'm about to be sacrificed to the gods.
Yeah.
And then she come out wearing just this white robe thing, and I'm thinking, yep, I'm definitely going to be killed and sacrificed here, because it looked like some kind of a
ritual.
Ritual, yeah. I'm thinking, I was waiting for the butcher knife to come out or something, and I'm thinking, because she wasn't saying anything, she just had this look in her eye, you know. Yeah. And I wasn't sure what was about to happen.
I think you misinterpreted the situation totally.
Yeah, I flipped the light on. I'm like, blow some of these candles out, for God's sake, and burn the house down. What are you trying to do?
Are you cold?
Yeah. I'm like, what in the world? Did the power go out or what?
Of course you're cold. Put something on other than that robe.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you were in Africa way too long, my friend.
Well, yeah, I was in Africa a long time. Hey, did you see that truck that I got wrapped while I was gone?
Man, I saw it last night for the first time. That looked outstanding. Who did that for?
Auto Trim and Sign is a place up here that works with us, and they did really great job on it. They're right here in Wausau. They're going to be doing Brandon's truck, too, so there'll be two of them rigs rolling down the road.
Yeah.
But the problem with Brandon's is he'll probably wreck it before you get a whole lot of sightings on it.
Yeah, I think they can run that wrap over the dents. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe he'll be more careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I met Brandon this morning, I was coming down the street and I saw all this smoke rolling, and I'm like, "What in the world is going on there?" And then this truck pulled out of the smoke, and I could smell rubber burning, and I'm like, "Oh my, that's my son." Jesus. So,
you know, the thing about that wrap, you know, when I got the Suburban wrap, you know, I was so excited because we had a little thing on there that said like us on Facebook. Well, along with that comes the ability to send a message through Facebook.
Oh boy!
And I was sitting at a red light, and I know you're not supposed to text and drive, and I'm sitting at a red light, and I was looking at my phone, and the light turned green, and I sat there a little too long. You know, I started getting horns blown at me and things, and I drove a little further, and I got an alert that someone had sent me a message on Facebook, on the Good Outdoors Radio Facebook page. So I look at it, and I'm excited, thinking, man, somebody's seen the truck, and they're going to comment and say, hey, man, truck looks good. And I get on there, and it says, hey, you fool, don't you know when the light turns green, you're supposed to go? And so you've got to be careful when you're driving that truck, because not only are you going to get good comments, which I have gotten a few, but my very first one was a negative comment about sitting in the red light too long. So you got to watch how you drive. Don't cut anybody off.
Yeah, I got to quit passing people on the shoulder on the interstate now.
Yeah, you got to.
I thought he was going to say, it said, "Hey, number 5, what are you doing? What are you doing on Facebook?" And see, we have a list of codes here now. Did you know that? We got the list of the 7 deadly words.
Oh, yeah, I heard you talking about that earlier. You know, that's one of the things I had to go through, is make sure I don't mention the 7 deadly words. And
I'm surprised there's not more than 7.
Yeah, you know, and a couple on that list is really, you really wonder, well, you know, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. You know, that's why you carry $1 million of liability insurance in case you slip up and say one. The insurance policy can pay the FCC for your slip up.
Yeah. Well, we just don't say anything. We just try not to say them.
Yeah. Well, when I saw the list, it just made me want to say them that much more. You know?
Oh yeah.
It's just the defiant thing in me. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, Howard Stern gets away with some of that.
He's got a different show.
He's got more money.
More money. Yeah.
I wonder if he just lays out and he's got like a reserve, like a escrow account, and he just says, "Just take it out of there. Take my fine out of my escrow account."
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, you got free speech in this country, except it's not free. It costs you about $750,000 if you say one of those words, but it's about free.
Yeah, really.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, you're gonna have to. I hope you're coming. Did you say you are coming or not coming to Brandon's wedding?
What's the date? Actual date?
August 15th.
2
August 15th. That was actually my father's birthday. So it'll be easy to remember that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait and see. Is that on a Saturday?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's amazing how many weddings are on Saturdays.
Yeah, like 99% of them, unless you go to the courthouse. I don't know.
Oh man. Well, ever since these new laws passed, we were down there getting our marriage license here in town, and a couple came in and they wanted to go upstairs and get married by a judge, and I was like, well, where are your boyfriends? And nope. America has changed drastically.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I was at a place the other day, and someone saw my truck, and they said, "Hey, are you a radio show host?" It was a lady. I said, "Yeah, I'm a radio host." She goes, "What all you do?" I said, "Well, get on the radio. We talk about the outdoors, getting kids involved in the outdoors, spreading the good cheer that the outdoors is a good place to be, and really enjoy it." And I said, "Well," she said, "Well, I'm a lesbian." And I said, "You're a lesbian, huh?" She goes, "Yeah. Every morning I get up, and I think about women. I get in the shower, I think about women. I go to lunch, I'm thinking about women. Thinking about seeing them with the clothes off and just different things like that. And I said, So directly another guy comes up and says, "Oh, you're a radio show guy." I said, "No, evidently I'm a lesbian because I think about I didn't realize that I was, but now I've accepted the fact that I am."
Oh man.
Well, that's a great way for us to wrap up the show. We got about 30 seconds here. So,
I don't think I said one of those 7 words, did I?
No, you didn't.
Right,
Thanks for calling, and Steve, we're going to catch up with you probably next week, too. So
Good to hear from you, man.
Yep.
Have a good day, guys.
You bet. Take care. And
bye-bye.
thanks for listening to Biggie Outdoor Radio. We'll be back again next week, and don't forget to swing by and check us out at some of our great sponsors and get some free gifts from us.
We're out of here.